and welcome to WTF Worlds. Today we are looking at the 10 worst tourist destinations. Think twice before visiting. You've seen the Instagram pictures, the travel ads, the influencers making it look perfect, but not every vacation spot is as great as it seems. From scams and crime to pollution, overcrowding, and even deadly conditions. Today, we are counting down the top 10 worst tourist destinations and why you should think twice before visiting. Now let's get into it. Number 1, Paris in France, the city of love or the city of letdown. Here's what no one tells you. There are pickpockets everywhere. Tourists get robbed daily, especially near the Eiffel Tower and metro stations. Overpriced everything. A cup of coffee in a touristy cafe will set you off $10 minimum. The Paris syndrome. Some visitors, especially from Asia, literally get so shocked by how dirty and crowded Paris is that they have to be hospitalized. Tip: if you visit, stay away from tourist hotspots, explore smaller neighborhoods, and watch your wallet. Number 2, Venice, Italy. Sinking, stinking, and overcrowded. Venice looks magical in photos, but the reality, not so much. Overcrowding is out of control. At peak season, the city gets over 100,000 tourists a day, making it almost impossible to walk. Flooding is a nightmare. High tides regularly flood the city, leaving knee-deep water and awful smells. Local Venetians are leaving the city because the city is becoming a theme park with fewer and fewer actual residents. Tip for the day: visit in off-season times, which is in winter, or better yet, check out alternative Italian cities like Bologna and Verona. Number 3, Dubai, UAE, luxury or lawsuits. Dubai is flashy, but if you are not careful, you could end up in serious trouble. They have got insanely strict laws, like holding hands, swearing in public, or even having poppy seeds in your bag can get you arrested. The heat there is brutal. Summer temperatures soar over 50 degrees Celsius, which is 122 degrees Fahrenheit, making outdoor sightseeing almost impossible. The luxury is fake. Beyond the skyscrapers, the wealth is not as real as it seems, with tons of exploited labor and human rights concerns found in Dubai. If you visit, learn the local laws carefully. Many tourists have been jailed for things they didn't even know were illegal. Number 4, Egypt. Scams, heat, and harassment. Egypt has some of the world's most famous sites, but visiting is not as magical as you might hope it will be. There are scams everywhere. Taxis, tours, even people pretending to be government officials. Everyone wants your money. There's extreme heat. Visiting the pyramids, be ready for a blazing 40 degrees Celsius temperatures with no shade. Tourist harassment. Many visitors, especially women, report aggressive street vendors and catcalling. Visit with a trusted tour group when you go to Egypt and never accept free gifts and be firm with pushy sellers. Number 5, India. Beauty meets chaos. India is a land of contrast, breathtaking sights, but also extreme challenges for tourists. Intense air pollution. New Delhi's air is some of the worst air in the world, with smog so thick you can barely see. Scams and rip-offs. Fake taxis, overpriced tours, and people pretending to help. You have to stay alert at all times when you're in India. The culture shock, the sheer crowds, noise, and traffic can be overwhelming for first-time visitors. So if visiting, stick to well-reviewed tour guides, avoid tap water at all costs, and stay cautious with street food. Number 6, South Africa. Crime hotspot? South Africa has amazing wildlife and landscapes, but it also has one of the highest crime rates in the world. Carjackings, robberies, and scams. Tourists are often targeted, especially in cities like Johannesburg and Cape Town. Unpredictable safety. Even in tourist areas, crime happens, and some places are no-go zones at night. Power outages. Load shedding means electricity cuts daily, causing huge travel headaches. So, stick to safe areas, use reliable transport, and never walk alone at night. Number 7, Mexico. Beautiful but dangerous. Mexico has gorgeous beaches and culture, but also serious dangers. Cartel violence. Certain areas are too dangerous for tourists. Always check travel advisories. Scams galore. Tourists often get ripped off by taxis, fake police, or ATM fraud. Tourist traps. Places like Cancun are overpriced and overcrowded, with locals being pushed out. So when you go to Mexico, visit safe regions like Merida and avoid flashing valuables. Number 8, Brazil. Paradise or pickpockets. Brazil is stunning but also very risky. Street crime is rampant. Tourists get mugged even in broad daylight. Unsafe beaches? Yes. Copacabana is famous, but it's also a hotspot for theft. Mosquito-borne diseases? Yes, the dengue virus, the Zika, and malaria are real threats in some areas of Brazil. So avoid wearing expensive jewelry, use rideshare apps instead of taxis, and stay in safer neighborhoods when visiting Brazil. Number 9, North Korea. Just don't. If you visit North Korea, your every move is watched. One wrong move equals jail. Talking to the wrong person or taking the wrong photo could get you arrested. Fake tourism, you only see staged happy areas, not the real North Korea. There is no freedom there. Your phone, internet, and movement are completely controlled. North Korea, just don't go. It's not worth the risk. Number 10, Mount Everest, the ultimate tourist trap. Everest is not a dream vacation, it's a death zone. Climbing deaths. Every year, dozens die trying to reach the top. There are piles of trash and bodies. It's one of the world's dirtiest places. Extreme costs. Climbing Mount Everest can cost you over $50,000 per person to climb Mount Everest. So if you want adventure, choose a safer, less exploited mountain. Now, which of these places surprised you the most? Comment below, like, share, and follow for more. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.